Under the relentless Egyptian sun, Hebrew slaves trudge wearily through the desert, their faces marked by exhaustion. They struggle to build bricks, their bodies glistening with sweat as they toil under the watchful eyes of Egyptian taskmasters. Egyptian taskmasters, clad in crisp white linen, crack whips through the air, their booming voices echoing across the barren landscape. The massive pyramids loom in the distance, casting long, stark shadows that offer little respite from the crushing heat and despair. Beside the flowing Nile, a Hebrew woman kneels, her heart heavy with sorrow as she prepares to entrust her child to the river's mercy. Pharaoh's daughter and her maidens stroll along the riverbank, their leisurely walk leading them toward an unexpected discovery amongst the swaying reeds. Drawn by curiosity, Pharaoh's daughter approaches the basket, her touch hesitant as she lifts the infant Moses from his watery cradle. A wave of awe and compassion washes over Pharaoh's daughter as she cradles the child, her face radiant with newfound love and purpose. In the radiant Egyptian sun, adult Moses, regal in royal attire, witnesses a brutal act, an Egyptian man assaulting a Hebrew slave. His eyes blaze with fury. Moses strides forward, ready to intervene and end the merciless beating. A furtive glance over his shoulder, a moment of hesitation, and then Moses turns and flees into the vast wilderness. The imposing palace fades into the distance as Moses vanishes, leaving behind the opulence for an uncertain future. The desert wind picks up, and a sandstorm begins to brew, as if nature itself mirrors the turmoil of his hasty departure. On Mount Horeb, Moses halts, his bare feet on the hallowed ground, his eyes widening in disbelief. Before him, a bush erupts in flames, an unearthly fire that defies nature, leaving the bush untouched. The landscape is bathed in a divine glow, the intense light emanating from the burning bush. The air is thick, with a palpable sense of holiness, the stillness amplifying the divine presence. Overwhelmed by the powerful, radiant presence, Moses covers his face, bowing in fear and reverence. Moses, humble in shepherd's garb, steps into the opulent throne room, Aaron at his side. Pharaoh, a figure of immense power, sits enthroned in gold, a fortress of royal guards encircling him. Moses' voice echoes through the hall, a demand for freedom. "Let my people go." Pharaoh's response is a burst of scornful laughter, a firm refusal to yield. The throne room hangs in tense silence, the fate of a people balanced on the edge of Pharaoh's decree. Moses, with divine authority, raises his staff over the vibrant Nile, poised to unleash a cataclysmic transformation. The river's waters writhe in agony, turning a horrifying crimson as Egyptian fishermen watch in disbelief. The river becomes a graveyard, with dead fish floating on the surface, their bellies upturned in a gruesome display. Pharaoh watches the horrifying scene unfold, his face a mask of disbelief. Frogs burst forth from every corner of the Egyptian palace, disrupting the serene order. The palace descends into chaos as frogs invade every space, turning comfort into a nightmare. Pharaoh's fury ignites as he witnesses the madness consuming his palace. Pharaoh's voice echoes through the palace. "This is madness." Dust billows from the parched earth of the Egyptian streets, morphing into a tormenting cloud of gnats. Egyptians stand, arms flailing wildly as they desperately shield their faces from the stinging swarm. Pharaoh's magicians stand, their faces etched with disbelief and helplessness. One magician cries out in defeat, "We cannot replicate this." A biblical plague descends upon Egypt as massive swarms of flies engulf markets and homes. Panic grips the land as people desperately seek refuge from the relentless infestation. Amidst the chaos, a desperate cry rises, "Where is our protection?" In stark contrast, the land of Goshen remains serene, untouched by the devastation. Despair blankets the Egyptian farmlands as farmers gather, witnessing their lifeless cattle. "Our livelihoods are gone," a farmer cries out, his voice lost in the heavy air. The stillness of death contrasts sharply with the untouched Israelite livestock grazing nearby. Farmers kneel, their faces etched with sorrow as they mourn their loss. The weight of devastation hangs heavy as the sun beats down on the barren fields. Amidst the desolation, The untouched Israelite livestock graze, a stark reminder of divine favor. The homes of Egypt echo with suffering. Egyptians writhe in agony as painful boils erupt across their skin. Even Pharaoh's magicians succumb, collapsing under the weight of the unbearable torment. A magician cries out, "This torment is unbearable." Pharaoh observes the devastation in silence, his expression an inscrutable mask. The Egyptian countryside is ravaged by fiery hail, obliterating fields and homes. Egyptians flee in terror, their cries swallowed by the raging storm. The gods have forsaken us. Lightning illuminates the chaotic scene, exposing the devastation. Pharaoh trembles, fear deeply etched into his face as he witnesses the destruction. Endless green fields, once vibrant, now writhe under a biblical plague of locusts. The swarm devours all, leaving a trail of desolate barrenness where life once flourished. High on his palace balcony, Pharaoh stands alone, a stark silhouette against the ravaged horizon. His voice echoes with despair as Pharaoh cries out, "Everything is lost." Darkness descends upon Egypt, so thick that people stumble blindly, their terror palpable. Desperate hands reach out, seeking a light that refuses to ignite. "We are blind," a man cries out, his voice lost in the all-consuming black. Torches and candles flicker and die, swallowed by the oppressive dark. Yet, in Goshen, light prevails, a stark contrast to the surrounding despair. The Egyptian homes are silent, a heavy stillness soon to be shattered by sorrow. Pharaoh sits on the floor, his regal robes a stark contrast to his profound despair. He cries out in anguish, "Why?" Meanwhile, in Israelite homes, a serene calm prevails, their doors marked with lamb's blood. The angel of death sweeps through the city, a soft glowing mist gliding past the protected homes. The city lies in silent anticipation, the contrast between the homes a palpable tension. In the grand throne room, Pharaoh stands defeated before Moses. Joy sweeps through the Israelites as they pack, their liberation at hand. Pharaoh watches them, his eyes filled with sorrow and a dawning fear. With a broken voice, Pharaoh utters, "Take your people and go." Desperation rising, Pharaoh commands, "Just go." Under the vast Egyptian sun, Moses guides a sea of Israelites away from the chains of Egypt. Families stride together, their faces lit with a newfound hope that cuts through the desert air. Children laugh and run, their joyous energy echoing the promise of liberation. Even the animals seem to sense the shift, moving with a lighter step toward the horizon. A chorus rises from the multitude, "We are free." At the edge of the Red Sea, the Israelites face an impossible choice. The dust cloud of Pharaoh's army looms, a thunderous threat of doom. Fear grips the Israelites as escape seems lost, their hope dwindling. Moses raises his staff to the heavens, a desperate plea against the encroaching sea. A powerful wind whips across the sea, the water churning in turmoil, and the impossible begins. The Israelites stare in disbelief as the sea parts, revealing a path to salvation. Hesitantly, they step forward into newfound hope. The Israelites advance across the seabed, flanked by towering walls of water. Pharaoh's army charges relentlessly after them, a vast host of chariots and soldiers. The muddy seabed slows Pharaoh's advance, hindering their pursuit. Despite the treacherous ground, Pharaoh's army is pressing onward, focused on the Israelites ahead. On the shores of the Red Sea, the last of the Israelites scramble to safety, their faces reflecting exhaustion and disbelief. Moses raises his hand against the horizon, a stark silhouette against the shimmering light. The towering walls of water tremble, defying nature's laws, and then collapse with terrifying force. The cries of Pharaoh's soldiers echo across the churning waters as they are swallowed by the deluge. Huddled together on the land, the Israelites watch the spectacle unfold, their faces a mixture of awe and profound relief. The Red Sea returns to its natural state, a silent testament to the power they have witnessed. Under the relentless desert sun, the Israelites celebrate their hard-won freedom. Miriam's voice rises above the crowd. "Sing to the Lord, for he is highly exalted. The horse and its rider he has hurled into the sea." Miriam lifts her timbrel, heralding a symphony of liberation as the women follow, their voices blending in joyous praise. The women dance freely, their movements echoing the joy of newfound liberty, a visual poem etched against the desert landscape. Moses watches, his heart overflowing with gratitude and pride, witnessing the fulfillment of divine promise. A profound sense of awe washes over Moses as he beholds the scene, the deliverance of his people manifest before his very eyes. Under the relentless desert sun, the Israelites trudge onward, their weariness etched deep into their faces. Murmurs of discontent stir among them, their hunger and thirst intensifying with each step. Amidst the despair, Moses walks with unwavering resolve, his gaze scanning the horizon for hope. God provides manna from heaven, a miraculous provision blanketing the ground each morning. And when they thirst, Moses strikes a rock with his staff, unleashing a torrent of life-saving water. Thus, they are sustained by the grace of God, a testament to faith in the harshest of conditions. Against a sky alive with turmoil, Moses begins his ascent of Mount Sinai, a solitary figure against the divine chaos. Smoke and fire dance around the mountain, obscuring the peak in a display of divine power. Thunder echoes through the heavens as lightning tears across the sky, signaling the awesome presence above. Below, the people gather, their faces reflecting a mixture of anticipation and fear as they witness the spectacle. Moses continues his climb, each step carrying him further into the heart of the storm and closer to destiny. The mountain looms, a stage for the divine drama unfolding as humanity watches from below, suspended between awe and trepidation. Moses descends Mount Sinai, his face radiant, bearing the 10 Commandments. As Moses approaches the base, sounds of wild revelry reach his ears. The Israelites are gathered around a golden calf, lost in frenzied worship. A wave of fury engulfs Moses as he witnesses this blatant idolatry. With a roar of righteous anger, Moses hurls the tablets to the ground. The stone tablets shatter at the foot of the golden calf, reduced to countless fragments. Under the relentless desert sun, Moses stands tall upon a rock, his voice echoing with divine authority across the vast Israelite camp. His words cut through the unease. You have strayed from the path. You have forsaken the covenant with God. Who among you is loyal? Who will stand with me against this abomination? A tense silence descends. The crowd visibly divides, some defiant, others remorseful. Moses calls out with resolve, "Let those who are for God come to me." Under the relentless desert sun, the Israelites continue their 40-year journey, their weathered tents a testament to enduring hardship. Weary faces trudge onward, their hope flickering like a distant mirage in the vast wilderness. Amidst the despair, Moses walks among his people, his long, gray beard a symbol of time and tribulation. His eyes reflect both compassion for his people and unwavering resolve in the face of adversity. Moses raises his staff, a beacon of hope, cutting through the desolate expanse. Have faith. Our trials are but a test. Remember the covenant. Remember God's promise. Under the scorching desert sun, the Israelites march, their faces reflecting exhaustion and resolve. Dust devils swirl in the distance, mocking their arduous journey. Fierce Amalekites emerge, challenging their strength and resolve. Wild animals appear, embodying the desert's unforgiving nature. Despite trials, their trust in God deepens, their faith tested and refined. In the vast desert, bleached bones of the old generation scatter under the relentless sun, a stark testament to doubt. A new generation stands tall, their faces turned towards the horizon, ready to embrace the promise of a new dawn. Joshua steps forward, a strong and resolute figure chosen to inherit the mantle of leadership. His eyes reflect the heavy weight of leadership, yet they sparkle with the unyielding hope of a new beginning. The desert wind whispers tales of trials overcome and victories yet to be won, as Joshua prepares to lead his people. In the heart of the desert, a new chapter begins, etched in the sands of time with courage and faith. High atop Mount Nebo, Moses stands, his aged form silhouetted against the vast expanse of the Promised Land. His eyes, though weary, are filled with longing as he gazes upon the land he will never enter. The promised land unfolds before him, a tapestry of green valleys and sun-kissed hills. In a moment of divine revelation, God unveils the land in all its glory, a breathtaking panorama of hope and promise. A profound sense of peace washes over Moses as he witnesses the fulfillment of a sacred covenant. The wind whispers through the mountains, carrying with it the echoes of generations past and the promise of generations to come. Upon Mount Nebo's peak, Moses stands, his face a map of time, overlooking the promised land bathed in the desert sun. Moses raises a hand, his voice echoing with undiminished strength. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. His voice resonates, a promise carried on the wind. Obey God's commands, and you shall possess this land, flowing with milk and honey. Moses' voice softens, his gaze lifting to the heavens, a serene peace settling upon his face. With eyes closed and a final breath drawn, Moses finds stillness. Moses dies on Mount Nebo. God buries him in a valley in Moab, but to this day, no one knows where his grave is. The Israelite camp lies still under the desert sun, a heavy cloud of sorrow blanketing the tents and the hearts of its people. Amidst the mourning, Joshua emerges, his strong figure a beacon of determination against the desolate landscape. Joshua's commanding gaze sweeps over the Israelites, his voice echoing with authority, signaling a new chapter. As preparations commence for the crossing into the Promised Land, Moses' legacy shines as a guiding light. Joshua leads the Israelites to the banks of the Jordan River, the waters surging powerfully before them. A collective gasp sweeps through the multitude as the river's currents dramatically shift. The waters miraculously recede, revealing a path of dry ground in the riverbed, a beacon of hope. A wave of hope washes over the people as they gaze upon the miraculous path, their faces alight with anticipation. With newfound resolve, the Israelites begin their crossing, stepping onto the dry ground with unwavering faith. Under the relentless sun, the Israelites arrive at the imposing city of Jericho, its towering walls a stark challenge. With unwavering resolve, they commence their march around the city, a silent procession guided by divine will. For 7 days, the Israelites circle Jericho in solemn silence, their determination etched on their faces. On the 7th day, anticipation electrifies the air as the Israelites prepare to fulfill their sacred mission. United in purpose, the Israelites raise their voices in a deafening shout that pierces the heavens. The ground trembles as a deep rumble echoes through the valley, signaling the imminent collapse of Jericho's mighty walls. Upon the plains of Canaan, the Israelites stand in triumph, their banners fluttering against the sky, marking the fulfillment of ancient prophecy. Fields of grain ripple in the breeze, mirroring the tranquility of their hard-won liberty. New homes stand as emblems of their burgeoning nation. Around flickering campfires, tales of Moses, their leader, echo through the generations, solidifying their identity. The air vibrates with peace and prosperity, a testament to their unwavering faith. In the heart of Israelite homes, candlelight flickers, casting long shadows on faces filled with anticipation. The air is thick with reverence, as each family prepares to recount a tale of deliverance. Gathered as small islands of warmth in the vast darkness, they remember God's enduring faithfulness. They recall the miraculous deliverance of their ancestors from bondage. The story is passed down from generation to generation. Against the backdrop of a clear sky, the magnificent temple rises, a beacon of faith for the Israelites. Devotees converge upon the temple, their faces radiant with devotion as they bring forth their offerings. The air fills with the solemnity of sacrifice, each act a testament to their unwavering covenant with God. The temple embodies their shared legacy, a symbol etched in stone, uniting them in faith and identity. Under the vast sky, Israelites work the land, their figures small, yet filled with purpose. With gentle hands, they care for their livestock, nurturing life as the sun watches over. The fields stretch out, a tapestry of green and gold, reflecting God's generous hand. Smiles light up faces, a testament to the harmony they share with the land and each other. In every rustle of leaves, every bleat of sheep, echoes of God's provision fill the air. Candlelight bathes the faces of Israelites gathered in the synagogues, their expressions serene and devout. Fingers trace the ancient Hebrew script of the Torah, each word a connection to centuries of tradition. Murmurs of prayer rise, a symphony of devotion filling the hallowed halls with reverence. Each individual remembers God's laws, etched in their hearts, a guiding light in their lives. They strive to live according to His divine will, seeking to embody the teachings of the Torah in their daily lives. Under the vast sky, shepherds stand among their flocks, their figures silhouetted against the towering mountains. Their faces, carved by time and weather, reflect a deep contemplation as they pause in their labor. They pause in their work, their faces reflecting on the timeless story of Moses and the Exodus. A gentle breeze whispers through the mountains, carrying echoes of ancient tales and the promise of unwavering faithfulness. The shepherds find strength and resilience in the unwavering faithfulness of God, their hearts filled with hope. Inside the opulent palaces, kings of the Israelites bear the solemn weight of leadership, their faces reflecting both hope and trepidation. Sunlight pours through arched windows, illuminating ancient tapestries depicting tales of their ancestors. Their minds are filled with images of Moses and the Exodus, a constant reminder of divine intervention and the covenant with God. They seek wisdom and guidance, their hearts filled with both hope and trepidation, as they strive to lead their people in righteousness and justice. Sunlight bathes the homes as mothers gather their children, filling the air with a palpable sense of warmth and affection. Gentle voices fill the rooms, as they weave tales of God's enduring love and unwavering faithfulness. The story of Moses and the Exodus unfolds, a beacon of hope and trust painted vividly with their words. Each word resonates with the promise of deliverance. As the children listen, their hearts filled with wonder and anticipation. In these intimate gatherings, faith is nurtured, and the spirit of hope is ignited, casting a radiant glow upon their faces. Under the relentless desert sun, pilgrims embark on a profound journey, their silhouettes dwarfed by the immensity of the arid landscape. Driven by unwavering faith, they seek to follow in the ancient footsteps of Moses and the Israelites, longing to connect with their rich heritage. Each face reflects a deep yearning, a silent testament to their spiritual quest as they traverse the barren expanse. The sun beats down with merciless intensity, yet their resolve remains unbroken, fueled by the promise of spiritual fulfillment. Their journey becomes a testament to the enduring power of faith, etched against the timeless backdrop of the desert. Under the muted glow of lamps, scholars gather, their faces etched with determination. Ancient artifacts lie scattered across the tables, pottery shards, weathered stone tablets, and delicate papyrus scrolls. Their fingers dance across the inscriptions, searching for a hidden truth. Stacks of books rise like silent guardians, filled with forgotten interpretations and untested theories. The air hangs heavy with the scent of old paper, the weight of history pressing down on them. In this quiet chamber of knowledge, they seek to unravel the secrets of Moses and the Exodus. Under the relentless sun, dust swirls as archaeologists meticulously explore the ancient sites of Egypt and Israel. Determination etches their faces, driven by the hope of revealing evidence of the Exodus and the Israelite settlement. Each sift of sand holds the potential to unlock secrets buried for millennia. Each unearthed stone whispers tales of a time long past, resonating with the weight of history. The air crackles with anticipation as the past slowly yields its secrets to the present. Researchers are deeply immersed in the quietude of the library, their quest for ancient wisdom illuminated by the soft glow of the day. The air is thick with anticipation as they meticulously examine texts related to Moses and the Exodus, seeking hidden truths. Each researcher, a solitary figure in the vast library, seeks a deeper understanding of the events and their significance. The scent of old paper and ink permeates the air, a nostalgic reminder of centuries of accumulated knowledge and untold stories. Faces reflect intense concentration, each line and wrinkle telling a silent story of intellectual pursuit and unwavering dedication. In the heart of the library, the past comes alive, as researchers piece together fragments of history, one page at a time. On university grounds, the voices of professors fill the air, carrying knowledge on the wind. The story of Moses and the Exodus unfolds, examined through the lenses of history and theology. Students absorb the lessons, their pens gliding across notebooks, capturing every insight. Some students contemplate the profound implications of ancient narratives, lost in thought. Others prepare for future academic challenges, minds already racing toward the next class. Sunlight floods the sanctuary through stained glass windows, casting vibrant colors across the sacred space. Pastors stand at their pulpits, Bibles in hand, ready to ignite the hearts of their congregations with the ancient tale of Moses. Their impassioned voices resonate, painting vivid pictures of ancient Egypt and the Israelites' relentless pursuit of freedom. Gestures emphasize the timeless themes of faith, perseverance, and liberation, bridging the ancient story with the struggles of contemporary life. The congregations, a sea of attentive faces, listen with reverence, their hearts open to the enduring power of the Exodus. In the heart of the synagogue, rabbis stand as beacons of wisdom, their voices echoing with the timeless tale of Moses and the Exodus. Sunlight bathes the ancient texts, illuminating the eager faces of those who gather to hear the sacred story, binding them to their heritage. With each word, the rabbis weave a tapestry of identity and tradition, their voices resonating with the fervor of generations past. The story of Moses and the Exodus becomes a vibrant, living narrative, passed down through time, connecting the listeners to their enduring Jewish identity. Sunlight floods the mosque through stained glass, bathing the devout in a reverent glow. Imams deliver sermons with fiery passion, their voices resonating through the sacred halls. Tales of Moses and the Exodus echo, weaving a tapestry of shared faith and ancient history. Each gesture underscores the timeless parallels, binding Islamic tradition to the roots of faith. The mosque pulsates with the rhythm of devotion, a symphony of shared heritage and spiritual fervor. The theater buzzes with playwrights, their minds ablaze with creativity. They write with frenzy, crafting scenes of Moses and the Exodus. The theater pulsates with life as they stage the story. They fine-tune lines, unlocking the ancient tale's dramatic power for a live audience. Under the sun's generous glow, the art galleries pulse with creativity, each canvas and sculpture a testament to artistry. The artists work tirelessly, their brushes dancing across canvases, each stroke bringing to life scenes from the epic of Moses and the Exodus. Vivid depictions of Moses command attention, capturing the power and plight of his journey. Sculptures rise, immortalizing moments of liberation and divine intervention, echoing the spiritual weight of the Exodus. The artwork forms a vibrant tapestry of faith and history, each piece resonating with the story's profound visual imagery. The galleries transform into a sacred space, where art and spirituality intertwine, creating a modern-day testament to an ancient tale. Museums stand as silent sentinels, their corridors echoing with the whispers of bygone eras. Artifacts meticulously displayed, each a fragment of the grand mosaic narrating the saga of Moses and the Exodus. Sunlight streams through arched windows, casting a celestial glow upon the faces of entranced visitors. Minds journey back to ancient Egypt, amidst the sands of time, as they contemplate relics of a distant world. An air of reverence permeates the halls, preserving the story for generations yet unborn. The echoes of history reverberate, each artifact a testament to the enduring legacy of Moses and the Exodus. Under the vast sky, tourists stroll through ancient historical sites, their footsteps echoing through time. They crane their necks, eyes wide with wonder, their gazes fixed on the remnants of a civilization intertwined with the story of Moses and the Exodus. Whispers of the past fill the air as they seek to connect with the legacy of faith and freedom. Each stone tells a story of trials and triumphs, as the weight of history settles upon their shoulders. The air vibrates with the echoes of ancient prayers and the silent testament of a people's enduring spirit. They pause, absorbing the profound silence, as if listening for the voices of those who walked these paths before them. Under the vast, sun-drenched sky of Israel, a tapestry of global travelers converges. They come seeking the ancient paths trod by Moses and the Israelites, drawn by tales of old, Their footsteps echo through the storied land, each journey a pilgrimage through time. The land whispers stories of faith and exodus, resonating in the hearts of those who journey here. The research center buzzes with focused energy as scientists gather around glowing computer screens, their faces reflecting the intensity of their work. Maps of the Sinai Peninsula spread across the tables, hinting at a quest to unravel ancient mysteries. Environmental analyses flicker on the monitors, each data point a potential piece of the puzzle. The low hum of servers fills the air, a constant reminder of the powerful technology at their fingertips. Hushed academic discussions weave through the room as they meticulously study the landscape, searching for clues within the Exodus story. Each scientist is deeply engrossed, driven by the hope of uncovering secrets hidden for millennia. In the crisp mountain air, hikers begin their ascent of Mount Sinai, their figures dwarfed by the immense, rocky terrain. Each step is a pilgrimage, a quest to touch the divine echoes of Moses' encounter with the Ten Commandments. The path winds upwards, challenging their resolve as they seek to capture a glimpse of that ancient awe. With each upward climb, the landscape unfolds, revealing vistas of stark beauty and spiritual magnitude. As they crest the summit, a profound sense of wonder envelops them, mirroring Moses' experience in this sacred space. Underneath the vast, star-studded desert sky, campfires blaze, casting a warm glow on the faces of the Bedouins. Their weathered voices echo ancient tales, weaving stories of Moses and the Exodus that have been passed down through generations. The rhythmic cadence of their narratives fills the night, a testament to faith, resilience, and heritage. Each word spoken is a thread in the rich tapestry of their cultural identity. The desert night comes alive with the shared history and enduring spirit of the Bedouin people. Inside synagogues worldwide, the timeless tale of the Exodus echoes through generations. Each year, Jewish communities gather to remember God's miraculous deliverance, their voices united in gratitude. The story unfolds, recounting the trials and triumphs of a people yearning for freedom. Across the globe, Christians gather outside their churches, each face etched with contemplation. They are absorbed in thoughts of the Exodus, a tale echoing through millennia. In the Exodus, they find a profound foreshadowing of Christ's redemption, a mirror reflecting their freedom from sin. Each heart resonates with the ancient story, their spirits uplifted by the promise of salvation. The Promised Land unfolds in a breathtaking panoramic view, a tapestry of green stretching to the distant horizon. Sunlight bathes the fertile fields, highlighting the abundance and promise of the land. Rivers meander through the landscape, reflecting the golden light of the sun. In the distance, hills rise gently, framing the horizon with their majestic peaks. The air is clear and bright, filled with the promise of a new beginning. The land breathes with life, its beauty a testament to hope and prosperity. The ancient scroll lies unfurled, a silent witness to centuries past. A tangible link to history, the scroll bears the sacred words of the Ten Commandments, etched in Hebrew. The Hebrew text of the Ten Commandments stands out with stark clarity. Its surface, though time-worn, tells of resilience and enduring faith. The scroll remains intact, its message resonating through ages. The Ten Commandments are visible, as if waiting to be rediscovered. At Moses' feet lies an ancient scroll, its words a beacon of faith. Trust God. Obey even when afraid. He will deliver you. The words on the parchment whisper promises of courage and salvation. Moses' weathered hands tighten around his staff, embodying the enduring strength of belief. The end.